So 2016, another huge year.
It was.
We packed a lot in. We went on tour to Paris with our choirs, which was really exciting. We got to perform at Disneyland. We got to perform in this incredible bandstand in the park that's sort of framed by Notre Dame Cathedral. But perhaps some of the performing highlights were these little sort of flash mobby, for want of a better word, impromptu performances that we did.
Yeah, we did one right by the Arc de Triomphe. We sung Hold Back the River, which is one of our favourite songs. And it was just magical. We'd just been for a communal dinner and we were just walking through the streets of Paris and we thought, let's just sing. And those moments stay with you, don't they?
They really do.
Organised, but they're...
And because they're not organised, they just feel that more special. And I mean, about 50 of our singers came on tour with us, which was incredible. And we also, before we left for Paris, at St Pancras, by one of the pianos, we decided to sing One Day Like This, which is kind of a Starling Arts anthem.
It was a good warm-up to the weekend, wasn't it?
It was a great warm-up. So that was an incredible tour, wonderful experience. Great to go to Disneyland as well.
Yeah, it was my first time.
We also had some great partnerships and events that year. We started Bring Your Own Baby with Lucky Voice, the karaoke chain. So this was a parent and baby karaoke session which we would lead, and we have all sorts of kids coming from preschool age, so babes in arms up to sort of 4-year-olds, singing along to some favourite hits.
And great fun for the parents.
Yeah, really great fun for the parents. And we had a big partnership with McKinsey, a huge corporate project with them, called the School of McRock, where we trained all of their staff who were taking part to sing in these great big ensemble numbers and solo numbers, and then other musicians and teachers taught them how to play instruments, and it all came together in this amazing concert at the O2 Academy in Brixton, with all of these bands on stage, made up from workers from the company, which was a really cool experience.
It was. And also that year we did our final summer school.
We did. We decided that we had had an incredible 7 years of doing summer schools, but we were getting older and it was quite hard to have the stamina to have these sort of 20-hour days of running rehearsals for 6 to 8 hours with 50 young people, and then spending all the other time making costumes, building sets, making props, working out how the next day was going to operate, and then operating on sort of 4 hours sleep. And it just wasn't going to be a viable thing as we were getting older.
It wasn't sustainable. So we wrote something that year.
We quit while we were ahead, in terms of our success. We wrote our third musical together.
Yeah, which was called Finding Time.
Finding Time.
Very philosophical.
Very philosophical.
In a world where time could be made. It was a bit of an adventure.
Fantasy
adventure story, which was again really fun to write. And we then saw some of the little ducklings from Honk back in 2010 were our leads, and to see that the development was really special.
Gorgeous. And you know, they've all gone on. One of them's now at drama school, one of them was a choral scholar at her university. You know, to see how they have grown as performers as well is a really wonderful thing. But also, importantly, to see how they've grown outside of performance and how they've taken those skills from performing into other aspects of their lives. That's the most important part of anyone having any involvement in the performing arts. It's not necessarily to pursue it as a career, but how it has all these transferable benefits into every aspect of your life. And it's just wonderful to see how they've all grown up and blossomed.